Welcome to a new series. This is going to be the Iowa's Plains playthrough. Did make some adjustments to the field that we ended up buying. We're going to be starting up here in that nice little starter field that you get rid of everything. I created a couple fields already. Essentially, starting with $500,000. We started with a $200,000 loan out of the $500,000. I did make it where the $57,000 I did not get back from selling all of the junk. So part of the money that was spent was $57,000 went towards the land. We got that trailer. We did end up getting one of the base game greenhouses. We have water tank, that nice water, cultivator, seeds, fertilizer, lime spreader, plow. Have not grabbed a harvester yet. Waiting on that. Did get the field boss and a little styre for moving things around the field, the bucket, and that. And then we have this seeder. This tractor, which is our workhorse tractor. And we have back here, like I said, this isn't all flat. So we actually raised this land, put a bunch of trees and everything, created these two fields, which are significantly smaller than most of the other fields on this map. We do have this very small, it only holds 25,000 liters, so we'll want to upgrade eventually down the line, but we're starting with a nice small grain mill. And then we bought that trailer. This is the little log cabin. That is all stuff. And then, of course, a trailer and a truck. Trailer and a truck were the only things that did not come out of the 500,000. Everything else, other than landscaping, came out of the 500,000. I did the landscaping because I didn't want just a flat land completely, and I felt that that just would look better, be more interesting. This is wide open. This used to be where all that stuff is. This is our future main farm area. As I said, we do have a couple small fields. They are probably close to field 9 size, but still smaller than field 9. And 9 is pretty much the smallest field on the map. So they are significantly small, but we are going to be running no slower than 3 times for normal playing. Seasonal growth. We're going to start with 1 day per month as things go. We'll probably end up bumping that to 1 or 2. We will get the snow, crop construction, plowing required, field stones, lime, and weeding. So now we're just waiting on the rain to end so we can put canola in this field, because this is the last month we can do canola. And then the other field, we're going to do probably wheat, maybe barley. We are on hard economy. So, everything, we won't be getting the good money because we are on the hardy climate. So I'll come back here as we start to do the field. And after going through a couple hours, we now have no rain. So let's get in this field and start doing the canola. Currently, we're going to hold off and just deal with these rocks. It does do a little extra damage to machinery if you do not take care of them. But we need to make some more money first. Hopefully we can get a nice harvester on the used market sales, which would allow us to not have to spend that much, but we're going to end up needing to get a harvester, so we want to hold on to as much of that 140 as possible right now. The nice thing about the greenhouse is it's going to pay for most of our maintenance fees for the year, just by doing the strawberries with that one. That's the main reason I got that. Eventually we'll probably get into some of the productions, because that is one of the nice new features in this version. It definitely makes gameplay a little bit more interesting. We will probably be touching on animals in the playthrough as well. And eventually we are going to get more fields, have to get bigger equipment because most of the fields on this map are of the larger size instead of the smaller. But I actually enjoy the starting on a smaller than larger. And sounds like the neighbor's mowing some lawn. I'm sure you can probably hear that in the background. One of the issues of living where I'm living right now, it's neighbors are close together, so it's hard to block out all sound. So I'm gonna cut to a quick time lapse of us finishing up this field. So we're coming up on the end of the planting stage. I'm going to run after we're doing this last little bit, and I need to check and see how much damage has happened to this planter by running it through the rocks. Because it started doing this weird texture. If you notice down there, it's got that really weird texture. Now, when you get out of the tractor and look, it's planted in those weird, where it looks like it's a plow. So, hopefully it actually has, because if we get out, this is that weird texture right here. And it says it's planted, it's planted, it's planted, 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 planted. But if you get over here, we didn't have that weird texture. It was after making a couple of headlands that it started doing, and I'm wondering if it's not the rocks that did the damage, and it's showing the damage by doing that, but still giving me the field as being planted. So I'll have to look at that, see, because if it's planting, it's not that big of a deal, but it's going to drive me nuts looking at it, is what I'm at right now, because it's really hard to tell some of these spots on if you actually planted or not because of it. So it might just be something weird with this mod as well. But I want to check we're going to get this last little bit, and then we're going to run up to the shop, see how damaged this is now, because it was brand new, so it had no damage to it. Get this last little spot. And then, of course, I am doing everything backwards. I didn't even pay attention. This field does need lime, so we'll have to run over with some lime here, which should have been done prior. Let me get out, see if this one needs liming. Yep, that one needs lime as well. But that one we'll get to before we actually plant. And then we'll end up needing to fertilize both as well. Let's get over and check out the damage to this. It's actually not a bad size field. I mean, this has a capacity of 1,200, and we use a 360, so we use 40% of the seeds. Let's go in and see. Paint conditions down, but the actual condition, yeah, it's not a big deal. It must just be something with the mod and being on those fields that I created. Like I said, if that's the case, it's not a big deal. We're eventually going to upgrade anyway, because this is not a big enough seeder for a lot of these other fields. It's good enough for us to start with and all that, so. But let's run this back over, which I should be running across this field. But, oops, oh well. Let's drop this off outside because we're going to use it again. But let's fill it up with what we've got left of the seeds in here. it back where it should go, because I don't plan on planting the wheat until tomorrow anyway. So let's go ahead and get it in here. Let's fill it up. And there's something about this tractor that doesn't let me, when I hit N, even when I'm choosing that mod, it opens my door. It won't let me close that, but that's not really that big of a deal. So let's go. I should have had the weight on the front to begin with. So let's just go ahead and grab that. And then I will get back to you when we're full up and we start the liming process. Yeah, overall, there's just these mods I'm going to have to look at because I need to see where that is actually going. Yeah, it's not spraying out as far as it looks. Which kind of sucks because that makes it really hard to judge where need to drive, and it's going through this line super fast. So we're actually going to, once we run this lime out, right there, we are going to make a run to the shop and we're going to switch this out because this is not a mod that's going to work for us. I'll get back with you as we're coming back from the shop. I'm going to have to look through, see if there are any mods that are going to be what we're looking for. But in the meantime, I chose to just get the good old standard one, but this is just a lease. But at least it's not spreading way farther than what it's actually spreading on the field. So, unfortunately, we're going to go through a crap ton of lime, I do believe. Stop. So we're going to attempt to get this all limed up. Get the other field lined up. I did end up buying a fertilizer. I just went with one of the base game ones. It's 25,000, so it was 10,000 more expensive than the other. That's why we're down like we are. We're going to go down some more, so I'm going to have to get some more lime because we're going over things a lot because of that last mod. But that's all right. Luckily, lime's not nearly as expensive, and once we get to rocks, I'll probably get the rock mod, where with rocks and water, we can make our own lime. So I hope everyone is having a wonderful week. I did take a few days off. I did get back to a couple of the other games I do enjoy playing is the reason, because it's nice to get a little break. Plus I had to get everything ready for this particular one. So Osada is going to be still being worked on. I just wanted to expand to a second farm. I also need to end up doing a continuation of the Foundation series that I've been doing on my channel as well. And this is the main reason I need to find out about that mod, because this is where it's like you're on a plowed field, but it's planted. And that just, I mean, it's not horrible, but it's really a pain. Just from a standpoint of the cab rocking back and forth. If there's anything you would like to see in the series, go ahead and let me know in the comments. I do appreciate everyone watching. I hope you're enjoying. If there's anything that would make it a more enjoyable for you, just let me know. I'm definitely still on my learning curve. As you notice if you've been on the channel, I only have a few episodes, so I am new. I do plan on getting better, and I do believe I've already started to show improvement. But of course, like anything, I have a long way to go, and we'll just get better with time. I appreciate you joining, and I will see you in the next episode where we'll start by doing the fertilizer. I'll have everything lined up by then. All right. You have a lovely one.